Well, I take people through an attunement meditation. And in the beginning, just like with the first step of the cornerstone process, I invite people to take 5 deep breaths and just become aware of whatever's going on. So if there are thoughts, if there is some little chatter, even if it's the mean, snarky chatter of self-judgment, or it's your laundry list or all the things you've forgotten, just become aware of it without judging it and let it pass without grabbing a hold and going down the rabbit hole with these thoughts. And as we invite people to do this, we ask them to only start with like 8 minutes a day, because of course the studies show that you can literally impact your brain in 8 minutes. But by just doing this process of becoming aware and tuning in, again, in the beginning, it may just be chatter. That's all you notice, or you notice the uncomfortable bits in your body. But the more that you do it, little by little, you do start to hear, maybe it's a quiet, still voice, and we're not talking about schizophrenia. You might hear something when you start to tune into your body and say, well, what is that pain associated with? Well, it's because you're overworking, or because you were hanging out with those people that you know you don't have any business hanging out with. Like, you start to get underneath the chatter and underneath the symptoms and the pain to the deeper meaning. And that only comes the more that you're willing to listen and face it. So we lead people through this attunement meditation process, which starts off with allowing anything that comes up to just be without judgment. And then we start to tune into what would it feel like if there was a loving presence that said it was okay.
Yeah.
That said, you know what? Yeah, you are feeling like everyone's taking advantage of you. I'm so sorry you're going through that. What if that compassionate presence was just saying, I see that and I'm here for you.
Instead of that inner critic. And
exactly. And again, you might still be in the, well, this isn't fair, and that's okay. But if you can invite compassion in, little by little, you'll start to feel that compassion towards yourself. And as we tune into the compassion, that is typically when people are willing to like let go of a little of the intense ego struggle of this should be my way or this shouldn't be happening. And it's like, well, what if we opened up our mind and said, okay, whatever's best, let me be guided by that. What is the best outcome for me in this situation? How can I align my mind with a higher mind, or the mind of the divine? And again, this is, getting deeper into the meditative process, which people don't usually do right away. But once they get to that point of just saying, even if it's only for 5 minutes, I'm going to say, what if I opened my mind to another solution or possibility? Many times people will say they come off of that meditation cushion, or sometimes they're hiding in the bathroom because that's the only place that they can get, 8 minutes by themselves. And they're like,
I meditate in the back of the car, on airplanes, wherever.
Exactly.
On the subway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Standing in line, I go through it, But people are telling me that they're getting these insights and they're getting inspiration that teaches them how they can make a change, even if it's a tiny little change in their life or in their thought processes. And all of that is starting to impact the way they live their lives.